super tired. Raheem's not well again, and he woke up very early hours of this morning, about 5 o'clock. Um, I've been working hard today as well, and because I only went to sleep at what time did I go to sleep? About 1 a.m. I've only really had 4 hours sleep. And at first you think you can be like, oh yeah, I can get through it. I've had 4 hours sleep. And roughly about literally just now, 10 minutes before I went live, I was a bit like, oh my God, I'm feeling the strain now. But hey, I thought I'd go live a bit early just because I finished quite a lot of tasks today, and just doing a bit of planning prep work for the bricks tutorial. I'm hoping I can, yeah, thanks Pickstar. And Jimmy, hey, hope you're okay. And Maddie, hope, hey Gene, hey Dave, just started a bit early. Be Informatica, everyone, just started a bit early. Unless if Raheem's unwell tomorrow, it's going to affect my recording time, which is going to not annoy me, but it's going to really stretch what I can and can't do. You know, like, yeah, I'm going to struggle to do a good recording this week if he's unwell, so I've got to kind of timetable what I do. I didn't want to mention though that I actually got quite wound up yesterday, but I didn't react to it. So on the bricks community, one person posted, and then other people started commenting, and it's nothing to do with me, but one person made a comment, and I really, really, really did not like the comment. Do I have an Instagram account? I do, but I don't really use it. To be honest, I think Instagram is a bit of a... Personally, right, unless you're involved in health or beauty or dieting or dancing or just something glamorous, Instagram is a dead horse when it comes to web design. You can advertise logos, you can advertise web design, but if I'm really, really honest, Instagram is not the place to be if you're trying to get clients. It will work for some of you, but I think it's a bit of a dead horse. Hey Johnny, how are you doing? Hey Plora and everyone else. So, what has got me really rattled? Yesterday, someone did a post in the bricks community and a few people jumped in, and one person made a comment and loads of people liked the comment. Basically what they said was, if you are a professional and you run a web design agency or you're building for clients, okay, then use bricks. If you are not a professional and you do not run an agency or build for clients, then use Elemental. And I was quite offended. I didn't react. I didn't like or dislike or anything. I didn't comment. I read it and I just thought, forget it. I'm going to do something else. I'm not going to jump in. Because this person who commented that comes from a group within bricks, which I'm not going to mention, who are part of a group where they all have this toxic mindset. And when you start to put out messages like this, right, if you are a professional or you are a web design agency or you build for clients, you use bricks. If you are not a professional, then use Elementor. And I was like, no. No. This is not the way to do it. Because this reminds me of exactly the same scenario I was in 12 years ago, where I remember I went to a festival of writing, and I was there with literary agents, published authors, big authors, right, very well known, right? And there were some people there that were like, oh, hi, who are you? Oh, yeah, I'm Imran. Oh, yeah, that's great. Have you done a creative writing course? Have you got a master's in creative writing? I was like, no. Oh, you can't be a writer then. Oh, no. To be a professional writer, you have to do a master's in creative writing. And I was like, what kind of bullshit is this? Since when did you have to do a master's in creative writing to become an author or a writer of stories? And I really got mad at that. I remember getting like a bit annoyed with some people like, yeah, okay, fine. I'm just going to, yeah, okay, cool. I'm okay as I am. And it's that same thing that kicks in, right? It's like saying you cannot be a musician. You will never get an album or a music unless you've done a degree in music, right? It's that kind of like superiority complex that starts to kick in, and it got me really wound up. Anyway, hey Pete Cosgrove as well, Bryle Denise, hi there. Hey Gary, yeah. Now, Sergio has said, what am I going to be covering in the bricks video? So the bricks video is going to be the WordPress setup very quickly, the bricks setup very quickly, the performance plugins that I recommend, what I recommend you do with your setup, performance, all of that, because you are still going to need some, okay? No, Imran, I've already answered. I don't have a Instagram account. I've already answered you. Did you not hear me? Imran Rashid. I told you I don't have. Well, I do have an Instagram, but I don't use it as much. I post to it, but I don't really check on it. I get a bit fed up of it. Does that answer your question, Imran Rashid? So you know, we're going to cover off. I know a lot of people say with bricks you don't need a performance plugin, but I think you do. I still think you should use FastPress. I strongly do, because I just tested it 2 hours ago and I was like, yeah, you're still going to need it. Your score will start to slowly come down. So get it up there, boom, with FastPress, okay? So we're going to do that. Then we're going to build out the website. I shared an image of what the homepage potentially could look like in the Web Squadron Facebook group. So we're going to do a homepage, about page, contact page, blog page, blog single post template, archive, all of that. Rank math as well. Now, will I do WooCommerce? I'm not sure that I will, because I am going to be very low on time. Can I fit in WooCommerce? I don't think I can. I will see. I might be cheeky though, and during the video, when I covered off WooCommerce settings and payment gateways, I might just reuse the video that I had before with Elementor, which covered just the settings for WooCommerce. I might just reuse that. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, caching, minifying. See, exactly, Pickstar. Yeah. And that's why FastPress is still, for me, really, really good. Yeah, it's really, really good. Sergio, there is so much hate around the page builders. They divide people apart. You know, exactly. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. That's what I mean, you know. And I think I've said this so many times, right? When you start to say, well, you are better than another page builder, I could simply argue and go, well, if you want to call yourself a real web design professional, why are you even using a page builder? Why are you even using WordPress? You should be building a website on a bit of paper. You should be able to flick your fingers and the whole website forms on a bit of paper. That's how skilled you are. So it just becomes, but it was just a bit, it just got me annoyed. How would, you know, because like, the amount of likes that comment got, and that person is part of another group that I'm not going to mention. So I'm not going to tell you the post, even though I've kind of referred to it. They're part of a group within Bricks that are quite prominent, where some of the people from that post quite regularly, or one of them does, for their own reasons or their own motive. And I just thought, like, this is, you know, let's not do this, okay? Let's not do this, okay? Because this is what will happen. This will happen, okay, at WordCamp, right? I'm telling you now, the situation I was in 12 years ago is going to happen at WordCamp Europe, right? You're going to go to WordCamp Europe, WordCamp Asia, WordCamp, right? You're going to go to all these places, okay? And WordCamp America, US, all these places. I mean, there'll be web designers. Oh, yeah, you're WordPress. Yeah, I'm WordPress. Well, we're all WordPress because it's WordCamp. Oh, what do you use? Oh, I use Elementor. Boom. Right? I use breakdance. Boom. I use bricks. Boom. People start to go, to each other. Right? Even if some of you here like breakdance, that does not mean I dislike you. I just don't like the PR marketing. That does not mean I have anything against breakdance. Do you get what I'm saying? Look, Johnny, I'll be honest, right, Johnny? Seriously, watch the 6-hour video. You don't have to watch all of it. Just watch the bits you need to watch. I'm telling you now, right? That 6-hour video is going to help you massively with tips and strategies on how to build. And of course, you might go, yeah, but you're just saying that because you want me to watch. It's not that. Right? So I would definitely say go and watch it because there is stuff you are going to learn. Just reading a question here. Yeah, you are right, Pigstar. You are right. The more you jump in, you are absolutely right. Nord, you're a WordPress developer integrator. You make creative websites, but I'm a front and I still find it hard to develop themes and plugins. Do I really need to learn it? Well, it depends, you see. Is that your business model where you want to develop and create themes and plugins? If that's your business model, then obviously you'd have to go in and learn or have some strategy on how you're approaching it. There'll be posts and videos out there to help you out, or work with someone who knows the know. Yeah. Shaquille, you're not late. I'm early. I'm actually very, very early. Will I be doing a video on the new Elementor AI? I already did a video about 3 weeks ago. So I did a video on Elementor AI about 3 weeks ago. So yeah, you'll see it over there, right? So I'm looking forward, hopefully, to recording the bricks video. Barry Allen, Flash. Da da dun dun da da. I know it's the wrong one. It's Flash Gordon and Flash, but I'm just saying that. I am looking forward to doing the bricks video, mainly because of the just because of the way that I'm planning to do it, kind of thing. So I hope you're gonna like it, So we're gonna make sure that we get some responsiveness going in there. So this at the minute is we have a container. We have a block, the container, and we have a block here so that this block has a background image. I'm not doing absolute positioning. This is not absolute positioning. This is a block with a background image, right? So I don't have to do image, header, absolute positioning, right? It means I can get the overlap I want to get on it, and you get your, and this is not responsive font, by the way, okay? This is just me testing something out with the clamp. But yeah, I'm looking forward to building it all out nice and easy and everything. Greg, you're not late. Great to have you here, by the way, Greg. What is it, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning for you? Was it 10 or 11? You're not late, Greg. I started early. So I'm actually 34 minutes ahead of schedule. So you're not late at all. To be honest, Matty Check, I can't be bothered with developing Elementor kits. And I'll tell you why. Every time there's a problem, it's on you to go and fix it. Right? Yeah? Pigstar, you'll back me up on this, right? I mean, part of me would love to start designing plugins and themes and templates and all of his stuff. But then every time there's a problem or an update, it's on you to go and fix it. And I just about have time to breathe sometimes. right? I just about have time to go, oh yeah, breathe out, let alone manage everything else. Hey, Shaquille, just do a search for AI, okay? You can't miss it. It's called Elemental AI. It's got a big AI in the cover art. You can't miss it. How about you jumping into the water and doing a full tutorial in breakdown? I have to be honest, Greg. I just can't. And it's nothing to do with breakdance. It's to do with the PR and the marketing. And last week, Louis, in his breakdance group, was literally telling people, go out there and tell everyone this is better than Elemental. Go out. He's not afraid to put it publicly out there. Go out there and tell everyone this is much better. When was the last time you saw Verdi or anyone from the Elemental group say to you, go out there and post that Elemental is better than everyone? Go out there and say Elemental's loop grid is better. Go out and say this. Go out and say that. Go out there and tell everyone that Elemental is better than Bricks because Elemental's now got AI built in. Never. And that comes down to integrity. It's about integrity. So at the moment, Greg, if I'm honest, breakdance isn't... I can tell you now, there's loads of... I can tell you now... me and quite a few other influencers are very, very unlikely to ever do a video on breakdance. I'm not going to name names, but there's quite a few of us. And when I say few, the word several, right? So there's several of us who do talk behind the scenes, you know. We're not friends, but we do talk behind the scenes. There, you know, we just don't do it. Johnny, I read that some people use 30+ plugins. Like, you know, look. When I did the Elemental tutorial video, I think I've got a total of 12 plugins in there. Two of them are obviously Elemental. 2 of them were Grid Builder, Rank Math, WooCommerce Payments, WooCommerce PayPal. So 3 of them were for WooCommerce. So I got away with an Elemental website with high speed performance, right? Rank Math and WooCommerce, all within 12. It was either 13 or 12. I think it's 12, right? When you have a website with 30 and it's not even a WooCommerce website, you got problems. You got issues. All right? You've got issues. You've got stuff you don't need. I bet you got a Kismet. Get rid of it. I bet you've got Jetpack. Get rid of it. I bet you got Hello Dolly. Get rid of it. Okay? So I would say really, really, really interrogate what have you got and do you need it? I mentioned in the video that when you install WooCommerce, if you're not careful, WooCommerce will install about 5 or 6 extra plugins. I think it's like Monster Insights, Pinterest for WooCommerce. There'll be a tax one. There'll be other stuff that gets loaded on. And so many people don't remove them. They leave them on. That's on top of Jetpack. That's on top of a Kismet. That's on top of Hello Dolly. So they've probably got 9 plugins already they don't need. That's 9. 9 blooming plugins. What for? Even worse when they have Elemental Pro and they've got the Elemental header footer builder. Because they probably built their header footer with that before they got Elemental Pro. But what they've not done is remade their header footer, so they're scared to remove it. Again, there's another plugin. So I would always say, Johnny, when you notice that someone's got 30+, why? What is the basis of it? And sometimes it can be justified. Maybe they need to have loads of Woo stuff. Okay, fine. But could they have done it with 1 plugin? You know, maybe they have got 5 or 6 Elemental add-ons. Please don't forget to hit like if you've not hit like already. And this is a massive, massive debate. Massive, massive debate we could have all day long. has anyone out here got yeah, but the thing is, Matty Check, even though kits are visual stuff, every time, right, don't forget though, even though your kit is visual, there may be bits in it that are reliant on other plugins or other stuff that you've built, and then the minute there's an update or a change, like what Elemental deprecate old stuff all the time. They changed the class name for containers around January time. So when they had the alpha container, they had a certain class name. Then they shortened it to CONT, I think it was, or contain, one of those, from January. So if you built a theme or a kit that was using that, it ain't going to work. It's going to fall over. Same with if they deprecate certain, then you got to go in and update. So it starts to get really, really messy. Nord, do you think WordFence, Yoast, or Rank Math are good enough to have performance? Okay, so Nord, WordFence is okay, but I like to use all-in-one security plugin because WordFence has way too many settings. Rank Math is miles better than Yoast SEO. I still don't understand why so many people get excited by Yoast SEO. Rank Math is miles ahead of it, okay? Lightspeed cache is fine, but Nord, have you seen the page speed 2023 video that I put out? In fact, Nord, have you seen the video I put out on Saturday, which is the Elemental WordPress website build? You need to go and watch that. For the rank math bit, because I have a whole section on rank math, and then the beginning, the first 30 minutes, which is all about your page speed performance and what you need to be installing and what you need to do, okay? Absolutely, yeah, and that's the thing though, Greg. I'm sorry I'm a bit late reading your comment there about the promotion. I agree on you there. Don't forget to hit like. Shaquille, come on, guys. To be honest though, 20 likes so far isn't bad. I can tell you now the statistics. Since we went live, we've had 37 people. There's 22 now, but there were 37 that have been in and out since we went live. So 20 likes, not too bad, but I'd love to be hitting more. So Video Boy, you like the new look of our website? Can you give me an idea of the template you included? The template in the 500 tier, to be honest though, nothing's a template. Everything was built. Everything was built hands-on. So I will have like, columns or containers, and I just use widgets. You could use an icon list, right, for a pricing table, right? You could use, icon list. You can change the icon. You can put your text in. It doesn't have to be a link. Just make sure the link bit is not linked. What you sometimes have to do is look at what Elemental give you, or bricks, or breakdowns, or any other tool, and then reimagine it. So the icon list is, you can have it as a horizontal or a vertical list. You could use the icon list for a menu. You could use it for your footer with your privacy cookies, accessibility statement, terms and conditions. So rather than you adding in 4 headers or text editor and you're hitting return and then the breakpoints go all, the breaks in text go funny, whether you're in the visual or the text view of the text editor, which is so annoying, you can use the icon list. That's what I've done. If you watched a video I put out on Saturday, in the footer, I used the icon list because it keeps everything in one place and it's easy. It's really easy. I can add stuff, I can remove stuff, I can rename, I can link, do what I want to it, I can reorder anything I want. Rather than, 4 widgets, now I've got to do this, drag and drop, right? Do it efficiently with the stuff you got. Just like the call to action widget. How many times have I used a call to action widget and it's not even a call to action? I've used it just to get the text over the image with hover effects all built in, rather than me doing it manually to have a zoom in, zoom out effect on an image and text. Rather than me building it like that, I can do everything I want with the call to action widget set as a cover. I can do my own padding, I can do my own placement, I can mix it up, have the title, don't have the title, have a button, don't have a button, have the link on the button or the entire box. All of that. Really easy. No need for any CSS. No need for any JavaScripting to get the zoom in effect on an image. Do you know how many people were installing plugins just to get an image with a zoom in out effect when you hover over it? They're installing an entire plugin just for that. And all you had to do is the call to action widget. Delete the text, delete the button or the header. Now you just have an image. Size it how you want. You don't have to have zoom in, zoom out. You could even have it change color. You could have it pan to the left or right. All of this flexibility with the tools you get, but you reimagine it. Divider. No, not divider. Oh God, what is it? Spacer. You got the spacer, right? Yeah? You make it that high. Then you make it narrow. Then you add a border radius. All of a sudden, you have a coloured circle. Some people are creating coloured circles on Canva, save as a WebP, add it in, or an SVG, whatever you want to do, right? Because they wanted to have a coloured circle. You could use a spacer. Width, height, border radius, coloured. That's it. So again, it's all about reimagining. To be honest, video boy. To be honest, though, right? I don't really offer. I mean, if anyone inquires about that now, they would tell us what they want, and then we would go and do their installation for them. But to be honest, video boy, I don't really go down that road anymore. I don't like to go down that road anymore. Now, I'd rather build from scratch, because the minute you start working with templates, video boy, and I don't really advertise from that website. We advertise from the Web Squadron website now. The Bats one is there. But when it comes to templates, you might tell us the template you like, you get it, and then we go and install and jig it around for you and stuff like that. So it's not like we have a shelf full of templates. It's more about what do you want, and then we might go and find one for you as well. Performance optimization, yeah, absolutely, VJ, thanks for that. Okay, VJ, look, right, 1920, right, okay, I want you now to think really, really hard, okay? Go and do a 1920 website and then look at it on a 21-inch monitor. How does it look on a 21-inch monitor? 20-inch monitor even, 19-inch monitor, how does it look? 1920. And what are they going to show on 1920? That looks very busy to me. Too much stuff? What are they going to show on there? Greg, wasn't WordPress 6.2 supposed to support converting images to WebP on upload? Right, Greg, that was the plan, and then it got pulled back because loads of people kicked off about it. A lot of people said, we don't want that. I personally would have loved it if they did that. That being said, Greg, when you convert an image to WebP using a lot of optimization plugins, they are not great. Secondly, what will happen is WordPress will convert it and it will keep copies of the JPEG and PNG in your database. So you're going to have triplicated images, not just duplicate. It's even worse than that, because then it creates it for different sizes as well. I prefer to put the image through bulk-resizephotos.com and then add that into the media library. So I'm not having to worry about duplicate, triplicate images. You do that, and that's far better. So in one way, by WordPress not doing it, it's not a bad thing. Then again, though, if you have a client who works on a directory website or anything like that, and they are not compressing the images as they get loaded, then WordPress doing it for you would be a good thing, but apparently got pulled back. Call to actions are my Swiss Army knife. Yeah, exactly. Right, Brent, they are... I used to overlook them. Because I was like, oh, I don't need that. I'll build it myself. I'll do what I want. I don't need their call to action widget. And I think Elementor promoted it the wrong way. Really, what they should do is have your call to action widget and then have another widget which is called image zoom or image animation or image hover effects. Because a lot of people are installing plugins or adding in tons of JavaScript and stuff, or WebKit animation CSS to do basic stuff that you can do with the call to action widget. And I think that Elementor should make a copy of that widget and call it image hover. I don't know, image hover, something like that. So if you want to have your standard image, you go for it. If you want to have an image, but you want to have a hover effect when you hover over it, and even overlay text and buttons, then again, then it's just a call to action widget, isn't it? But I think for a lot of people, they don't realize it. Because when you see the call to action widget, you got image text or text here image. And a lot of them don't realize you hit the cover and the text goes, overlays on the image. So they completely missed the point on it. Aljamaz, how you doing? Greg, I'm currently using Squish Online in a desktop app. Dave Den, the native WebP stuff for WordPress was bundled up in... Yes, now, Dave, do you know more about this? Because, I mean, you know the Performance Lab plugin? I'm not sure about that plugin, really. And again, it's one of those things where, do you really want to have to install a plugin for all of that? Hey, bigger than me. You know? So I would say, I know my way requires effort. You got to put the images into bulk resizephotos.com and all of that. But by doing that, you reduce the impact of triplicated images. When you add an image into WordPress, sometimes WordPress creates 5 copies of it in your WordPress database. Your media library shows 1 image, but in your backend you got 5. Now imagine that WordPress also converts it into a WebP. You see 1 image in your media library, but in your WordPress database there's 10 images. Right? Do you understand? The reason you're compressing is you want to save on space and all of that, right? But your backend database has got 10. You haven't really saved space. You might have made it quicker to generate and render on the screen, but your file space storage, your inodes, hey, if you know what I'm talking about, inodes are a pain. They're getting sucked up. So, WebP is great, but sometimes the way that it's all executed and the way they think, you kind of go, you're actually creating more hassle for your database. Pain in the bum. It is indeed. I mean, C2A, I quite like it. Zigabini, my last consideration is that before you start planning a website for your client, you should know what key phrases. Yeah, well, look, but this is what you do as part of the discovery. So when you start to say to your client, right, think about your key, think about your content and your headline and your text. But when you think about it, you need to also start thinking about your keywords. How can you get your keywords and your key phrases to fit into your content and make it sound natural, right? So what you don't do is say to the client, hey, give me a headline for your hero banner. Hey, give me some text to go over here. And then later on you go, oh yeah, by the way, we've decided your keyword is, I don't know, is sandals. open toe sandals, right? And the guy's like, oh, but your paragraph is get the best summer clothes. But your keyword is open toe sandals. How do you fit that in? How do you fit it in? So get them to understand that you need content from them, but you need to know what their keyword is as well. Or you're going to use ChatGPT to generate it, but then you need to know what the key phrase is. And it's not just one. You need more than one. You want to say to them, what is your main one? Now give me 4 others, right? They can be location specific. They can be niche specific. They can be item or services specific. But you have to give me your keywords and phrases. Unless they're going to pay me a premium to go away and have a think about it. Philip, how are you? Thank you for all my amazing content. Thank you very much. You've really helped me and our entire team, especially with the WordPress optimization video. It's what I call an eye-opener video because when I learn how to do something, I want to share it. But at the same time, I come away from it more educated as well. So I won't put out a video unless I know that I am telling you good stuff. And I know it works. But when I then see other people come back to me and go, oh my God, my website that had Perf Matters or WP Rocket or whatever has now gone from 40 to 95, like 80 to 99. That is the proof I need to make me feel even better. I know what I'm giving you. If you're methodical and you haven't got a website with Ocean WP and like 90 plugins and you've built inner sections galore and you've done some really crazy stuff, right? Because I can't predict every scenario. Some people have come back and said your optimization didn't work. And I'm like, what else you got on your website? And they go, oh, I got da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I can't help you with that. You've got too much going on there. Yeah, but your video doesn't help me. I go, look, I bet if you use Perf Matters, you ain't going to get a high score. I bet if you use WP Rocket. In fact, they've got WP Rocket. They've got WP Rocket and they're still getting 20-odd%. Well, I'm telling you now, right? There's nothing I can do to help you unless you get rid of loads of stuff, clean up your website, reinvent the way certain things look and behave, and then your score might go up, right? Because there's a limit. There's a complete limit, right? And the videos I've done on page speed I've done them where I tested them on Bricks and Elementor. WP Rocket is not built for Elementor. You do know this, right? SG Optimizer is not built for Elementor or Bricks. Perf Matters is not built for Breakdance, Bricks, Elementor, Divi, any of these. They're built for WordPress because they're assuming that you're just going to use a WordPress block editor. They're not built with the page builders in mind. My optimization video, I attacked it from that very route. So what would you need to put in? Okay, we'll have the plugins, great. But you're going to need more. Okay, we'll add in an extra, but you're going to need more. Okay, code snippets. So systematically, you can hit the ground running with a much better score and all of that. But again, Philip, I'm really glad the stuff's helping you. And don't forget to hit like and share. Please do share and let people know to come over here if they want to get on top of a bit better understanding with WordPress. Exactly, Pickstar, right? Exactly. You know, if you've got massive images or videos, like some of them, right, Pickstar, right? The person had a carousel at the top, and inside the carousel, they had videos. So not only have you got a slider carousel, you've got like 5 or 6 videos pulling from YouTube. And I'm like, yeah. You know, unless you hide them on the mobile or you push them into section 2 or 3, your score's not going to go up. Yeah, but you've said this is a page speed optimization. Yeah. Right? Find me a website with a slider that's built up with 5 or 6 videos that hits 100% on WordPress. Go on, find one for me, because I don't think you will. All right? Yeah, cumulative layout shift is always a... whenever I get a cumulative layout shift, I get really angry and I really want to find out why, and I sort it out. Philip, what do you think are the main things people go over with that make the website so slow? Videos at the top, hero banner, sliders, at the top as well. Images that are too big, right? Why does your image need to be 1920 in width for the mobile? You can swap it out. There's ways to do it, right? We've got videos on that. You could use a bit of HTML, or you could use the inbuilt functionality that you get with Elementor and Bricks and other page builders. Inner sections. Oh, I'll have an intersection in an intersection in an intersection. You're adding on DOM code loading. What about bombardment? Why do you have to have so much stuff on a page? I'll do this. Why do you need to do it? Animation. Why does everything have to be animated? Slide in, slide out, flip, over here, upside down, inside out, turn around. Why? You don't need all that. So it's about thinking, Philip, about what do you really need and why do you need it? Maybe the animation looked great on the desktop. Do you really need it on the mobile? Because on the mobile, the more animation you have, the more annoying it can be as you scroll up and down. On the desktop, we're a bit more gradual. This is the way we are, So when you have stuff come in, you kind of go, oh, yeah, that's nice. But on a mobile, we're very quick. We are quicker. Up, down, up, down. And when you have animations that stutter or slow, mobiles are a pain when you have stuttering animation. It puts people off. So don't go for it. Curtis, you got a question. I've tried the Fast Press plugin, but I was getting an error with the specific plugin. Are there any So what is the error, Curtis? Is the error a host-specific error? If so, you need to go and speak to your host provider, because they're most likely missing a SQL bit of code that they should have added that some host providers don't add until they're told to add it. So you might have got a message. What's the error you're getting? What's the error? So yeah, Curtis, basically, what's the error you're getting? Because I might be able to delve a bit deeper, because some people have said there's been an issue, and when I dig deeper, it's nothing to do with FastPress. It's actually to do with their website. Absolutely, Greg. And this is the thing, right, Greg? You're using Perf Matters, and it works for you because you're thinking about the build, right? Yeah, there you go, Curtis. You see that? You see, Curtis, I know what I'm talking about, right? You're using HostGator, right? So HostGator aren't, they're not part of my recommended provider list, number one. I bet it's a missing SQL table, isn't it? Is it an SQL table? Does it say you are missing SQL something something, right? Is that the issue? Yeah? Take care, Be Informatica. Please hit like before you go. See you soon. Exactly, Greg. I mean, I hope you guys like it that sometimes I say stuff that you probably already know. But when you hear someone else say it, and we cut to the chase, you kind of go, yeah, cool, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because you know what? There's a website I like to go onto, okay? And the website is Tech Radar. I like to go onto that, and Coming Soon, okay? And the Coming Soon website, okay, they changed their interface a while ago, right? It's all about movies, right? Because I actually made a video about how annoyed I was that every time you scrolled up and down, there were animations and there were video ads everywhere. And guess what? 2 weeks after I did that, they actually changed it. Now, I don't think it was all down to me, but I like to think it was down to me because I was very like, your adverts, you're repeating the advert 4 times on the page, you got animations, all of your adverts autoplay with sound, the videos always start from the beginning, so I keep seeing the beginning of the same video over and over again. Stop it. Gary, I had to do that very same thing 2 weeks ago. Yeah, exactly. SQL error. Exactly, Gary. That, did you have to sort it out, or did you get, or did your host do it, your provider do it? Because if you sorted it out, Gary, I would love to know how you did that. And is it worthy of a video that needs to be put out, or even just the strategy for how you do it put in the Web Squadron Facebook group? Because I'm sure other people have that issue as well. Curtis, I can tell you now, right? If it's a host provider issue, it will be the SQL, right? Yeah. But most likely that is what it will be. But I will say, Curtis, HostGator are not on my recommended list. Neither are GoDaddy. Neither are Bluehost. Those two definitely, yeah, might work for you one day, and then one day everything's going to go pants up and you're going to regret going with GoDaddy or Bluehost. I can tell you now, right? I can tell you that now. I remember we had a client on Bluehost. We had to purge the server. I told them to purge the server. The host refused to purge the server. It was like, well, I can't do anything to help you out. Oh, but my provider won't do it. Well, yeah, I know. That's between you and your provider. What hostings would you recommend? Look, 20i are good. Kinsta are pretty good. I like to use SiteGround. Believe it or not, 123reg aren't too bad as a host provider, believe it or not. For a very basic 4 or 5 page website, not for WooCommerce, basic, you could get away with it. SiteGround is my favorite because of their technical support. 20i are good. The only trouble is they're UK based and they don't really have a 24/7 support desk, whereas SiteGround do. But SiteGround are more expensive, but I have never had issues with them. And whenever I have, they're really good to sort things out. Name Hero. Okay, Shaquille, I don't have much experience with Name Hero. I know a lot of people like to use Name Hero. So if they like to use it and they've never had issues, who am I to say they're not good? So I don't have much experience with Name Hero at all. I have had a few clients on Name Hero, but I never have to go in. Like, they go in and they sort out their DNS, zone editing and whatever, name sharing. I don't have to actually go in, so I don't really know too much about them. So Curtis, well, here's my tip, Curtis, okay? You download a plugin called All-in-One Migration. You then export your website, right, to your hard drive. You then try and initiate a transfer to wherever you want to go. Now, if the website completely disintegrates and breaks, you have a much higher chance of going to your new host provider once you've transferred your domain, install all-in-one migration, and then you install the exported file from your database, and you'll get all the passwords, all the logins, all the plugins, all the settings. It will literally look like you've just moved your website from one location to another. So that's what you could do. Yeah, there you go. Greg likes Name Hero. Gary likes... What is the average cost for hosting then on Name Hero out of interest? I don't know. What's the average cost at the moment? Yeah, support is quick and friendly. Never had an issue that they couldn't resolve. Ah, there you go. Oh, okay. This is good to hear. I might add them to my recommended list then, because I've never really used them. Client might have them, but I've never had to get involved, which may be a good thing. That might say something, right? If I've never had to jump in and get involved, that says something about the host provider then. Pigstar got a good question there. Where are the servers based? Sorry for yawning then. I've only had 4 hours sleep today, Kate. And you know when you've only had 4 hours sleep, it really does start to catch up on you. I'm just checking something here. I just had someone ask someone just sent me a message. Oh, no, I don't need to get involved into that. So as long as Raheem is a little bit better tomorrow, hopefully I can jump on and get started on the bricks video. I mean, I've got a feeling I'm going to let down a few people when I do it, because I'm not going to this time do WooCommerce. Do you think there's more of an appetite for me to do the bricks video with WooCommerce as well? Or do you think just a website build with blogs, with rank math is enough? What do you think? So what's the difference between... In fact, you know what? Should we go and have a look at Name Hero? Should we do it? So let's have a look at Name Hero, right? Let's just go have a look at it, yeah? Why not? Let's go to Name Hero, right? So, what are the castings? Okay, so starter cloud about 340. Am I in the right place? Just to make sure I'm in about the right place. So let's just increase this a little bit like that, so it's a bit better, easier to read. So if you imagine you've got a client and they're going to get it for their own, one website, 10,000 visits, 1 gigabyte of RAM. Yeah, okay. I mean, I would probably say for a WooCommerce, you definitely want to be going, oh no, hold on. Auto SSL, security site, premium, light speed with turbo. I'm more inclined to say go with that. Where do you normally go? Imagine you've got one client, right, and they're only going to get it for themselves. I would be more inclined to put them here than here. I'd be more, because 50,000 visits as well, 3 gig RAM, light speed with turbo, you know, premium S. Where do you like to go? Hey, what do you like to go for? Do you like to go with the plus? I wouldn't put them on starter. I feel like I don't know. You could go with starter, but I feel like you're better off pushing them up a bit. But what would you normally go for? Would you go for turbo or plus? Where would you go? Or would you go starter? I don't know. Let's hear from all of those that use Name Hero. Where would you go? Jimmy, a clear, concise video. You can always do another one. Yeah, do you know what, Jimmy? By the way, Jimmy's getting excited for Eurovision later on, so I don't know whether we should be happy or sad for him, but let's pretend to be happy. Let's pretend to be happy for Jimmy. But Jimmy hasn't been well, actually, for a while. Wishing him loads of love and hugs and hope he gets better. But look, you got Eurovision to pick yourself up, mate. All right? I'm sure you'll have your dog licking his balls or something like that while you're watching Eurovision, so I hope you enjoy it. Linda, how are you doing? Hey, Linda, I joined early, so I'm still here for the next 50 minutes. So I'm still here for a while. Yeah, I mean, Turbo, to be honest though, you know, Turbo, even though it's $120, I still feel like that's value, really. Because, you know, I don't know, I'm just feeling like that feels better with the 50,000 visits, you know, like, you know, when you look at the cost difference, look at this, right? Yeah. You know, it's less than 3 times the cost of that. I know it's double and whatever, but you know, it's not a bad price, right? It's not a bad price to go for. So yeah, Thank you very much for sharing that. And it was interesting to see that so many of you swear by Name Hero at the moment. So, that's kind of good to hear. Nice one, Greg. Do you know what? I like it that you're kind of thinking like me. Because there are a lot of people that would straight away look at that. And when you're advising your client, they'd go, yeah, go for the starter. But I think it's really good and professional of all of you to start thinking, well, yeah, the starter is the cheaper option. But in the long run, it might be better to go for the mid one a bit more, the turbo one a bit more. It was Name Hero SB Photo 42. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Pickstar, that's why I like to advise them where to go. I don't like to do rehosting. If you do it and it works for you, good. For me, not so much. I don't like to do it. So I like to advise them where to go. In fact, I always give them 3 options. I say to them, you can go with SiteGround and you pick this one. Or you go for, now I will suggest Name Hero as well. You go for this one. Or you go to 20i and you go for this one. Normally, I'd give them a choice between 20i and SiteGround. I will now offer them a Name Hero as well. So I would say, here's your options. None of them are cheap. I'm really sorry, but I won't buy it. You buy it. You own it. It's in your name, right? You owe me nothing, right? You owe me nothing. And I'll tell you the strategy behind this as well. Let me tell you the strategy behind this as well. I then say to them, if you want me now to log in and sort out your email, there's a charge for that. If I need to go in and do your DNS for your domain to your host, there's a charge for that. If I need to go in and install WordPress or sort out your migration, there's a charge for that. Because in the past, when I used to offer hosting via a reseller account via SiteGround, it would be like, yep, here's the cost. As part of that, we do your DNS, we do your email, we do your migration, we do we do all of this, right? We do all of this. And sometimes quite a bit of time goes into that. And all they're doing is paying you. No, Alex, I'm still going to be here for about 40 more minutes, roughly, give or take, right? Give or take, yeah? So imagine you've got someone paying you, I don't know, $30 a month for hosting. Let's just say $30 a month, $20 a month, 40, 25, right? And then you lose 3 hours by just sorting out, oh, got to do this, got to do that, got to do that, got to do that. So I like them to get it. And when I say to them, you can check with them now how to do. You can get me to do it, but there's a charge. And that's how I do things now. I'm just reading the comments here. Don't worry, Johnny, you said thanks for my help. Don't worry about that. Linda just had to downgrade from my gold reseller. You chose turbo. Yeah. Wow, did they? They bumped it from 50 to 90 per month. Was that for the gold? Was that for the gold one? That's quite a lot. Yeah, exactly. The thing with SiteGround, though, yeah, a little bit like Name Hero, to be honest. If you're honest, look at the pricing. They're practically the same. The Name Hero pricing from year 2 is the same as SiteGround. Johnny, what do you recommend for a booking program for hairdresser? Well, there's appointment hour booking plugin. Appointment hour booking plugin, where they can pay for appointments and you can list it by services and time. Amelia is a good one as well. There's WordPress booking system. The trouble is, Johnny, it depends on what you need. So there's no point anyone saying, use this. You will know what you need. So what you need to do is go to Google, right? Type into Google. In fact, let's, should we do it now? Should we do it now? Shall we do it now? No. Right, that's my phone, right. So let's go in, right? Let's go to Google and say WordPress booking. Let's go for WordPress booking plugin, right? WordPress booking plugin. Hairdresser, did you say? WordPress book. No, appointment. Let's put the word appointment, right? Because it's going to be an appointment one, right? Look at this. We go to Google, right? We do a search. You go to tools. You change the tools to be the past month. Ooh, look. Top 10 appointment booking systems. Right, let's copy that link. Let's just paste it in here for Johnny. Actually, that's not a good link. That came out really wrong. Right, let's go and open this one up here. Right. What else have we got? Best 7+ WordPress appointment plugins. There we go. What about over here? Hostinger. All right, cool. So let me now give you... Oh, that's rubbish. Forget that. Let's not do that. Here we go. Let's do this one. Here you go, Johnny. There's one link for you. And there's another link for you. Right? You do a search. Okay. You change your search to be the past month. And there will be an article where someone has looked at the pros and cons, free and paid, add-ons, non-add-ons, this, that. Blah-de, blah-de, blah. And that's what you do, mate. That's what you do. Right? That's what you do. You go and do a search, you find something, you know, and then you test it out. You might have to pay for some of them. You might need to see if you can get like a demo version. The trouble is, Johnny, it all depends on your client. Greg may have used Amelia for a hairdresser, but the facility on Amelia might not work for you and your client, right? And like I've said, appointment hour booking plugin, WordPress booking plugin, Amelia plugin. There's 3 for you to go and have a look at. But like I said, Johnny, it's like you saying to me, what's the best trainers do I recommend? I'll be like, oh, Skechers. Someone else will be like Nike. Someone else will be like Reebok. But it depends on what you want and what you need it for. What's the best car? But what do you need the car for? How many people? What facilities do you need? Do you need aircon? No aircon? Alloy? Spoiler? AI computer? So you got to think about it like that. John, how are you doing? How many websites to grow big plan on SiteGround can host? Is it worth it? I would say 20, John. I would say not more than 20 because it's not always about how many websites. It's about what's in the website. So if you've got a website that's got WooCommerce and loads of other stuff, that could probably eat up 20% of your server space. Gone. Inodes. Gone. So then you only got space for 5 websites. If it's a basic 5-page website, you might get 30, 35. The minute you add WooCommerce, you're now down to about 10. You now add even more, you're down to 5. Right? So it's not about the number of websites. It's about what is in them. How many plugins? How many inodes? Inodes are every little thing. Text, image, everything. You will not believe like how many inodes one image. One image could suck up 20 inodes. You might be going, what? Believe me, easily. I can tell you now, a 5-page basic website that has no WooCommerce, 5-page basic website, could easily suck up about 6,000 to 7,000 inodes with like maybe about 20 images. 6,000 to 7,000 inodes. You add rank math, even more inodes gone. You add WooCommerce, that's 12,000 gone. Your website's now 22,000 inodes. So rather than saying how many websites can I get, it's about what is it? Let me give you an example. I have a box. How many cakes can I get in there? Fairy cakes, we can get 100. Big sponge cake, we can get about, I don't know, 5. 3-tier wedding cake, we can't even get one of them in the box. So it's about the content. Hey, RH Hansan, how are you doing? And no, by the way, I'm not doing a cadence tutorial. I have no time for cadence. I think it's a bloated theme, which doesn't serve me well at all. Do you use cadence, RH Hassan? Maybe one day I will, but right now I have no intention of using cadence. Hey, Michael D, how are you doing? Inodes can be that exactly right. So I do love my analogies because I feel like when I give them, suddenly you understand things, you see things in a different light. Okay, but whenever anyone says unlimited, you have to question it. So unlimited websites probably is a license for 1,000, maybe. You can build unlimited websites. Yeah, you can. If you want, if all you're ever going to do, right, is host empty websites with no WordPress, they're literally just an empty website where the domain is hosted, and that is it. There's nothing on it. Not even WordPress. You could probably get about 2,000 on a Grow Big SiteGround server. Because you might be using up about, I don't know. Yeah, you could probably get 1,000. You add WordPress and it goes down. You might get 40. You add Elementor or Bricks, you might get 30. You add Rank Math, 25 now. You add WooCommerce, 10 to 12. You add loads of stuff on the WooCommerce website and you might get 4 to 5. Right? So the unlimited argument goes out the window because it depends on what you're doing on there. I do like my cakes, actually. I do. Do you know what? I'm really careful with carbs, but every now and again, I see a nice sponge cake. You know, cream inside. I don't like icing, but sponge cake, cream, cold. It's got to be a nice cold cake. I don't want a warm cake. You know, get lost. Give me a cold cake. Cold cream, strawberries inside of it or on top. Ooh. Ooh. Ain't that nice? Ooh. Who here does not love a sponge cake? Strawberry gatto. I don't like too much cream. I don't even like too much. Oh, I tell you what. Pâtissier, which is now shut down, they used to do an amazing strawberry gatto. Oh my God, the sponge and cream on the pâtissier in Britain before they went bust did an amazing, right, strawberry gatto. And strawberry cheesecake, right? Okay, Pickstar. You know what I'm saying, Pickstar? Strawberry cheesecake, cold. Oh, man. Haagen-Dazs strawberry cheesecake was amazing, but when you have a nice cold strawberry cheesecake, oh, magnifique, oh, très bien, oh, turns me on. Anyway, RH Hassan, is there any chance you could give us an Elementor template from your recent video? I mean, like a JSON file. Yes, yeah, RH Hassan, how much would you pay for it? How much would you pay for it? I'll give it to you if you pay me for it. Which page? What, the home page? Which page were you after? The home page, the blog page, which one? But you aren't going to get it for free. Because it took me 62 hours to make that. And I wasn't getting paid or doing other work during that time. So I'll be really sorry. I'll be really sorry. If anyone wants that template, they'll have to pay me for it. I'm not giving anyone that for free. Absolutely, Greg, and that's another reason why I say use hello. That is the other reason. When people add in Astra and Ocean WP and even Cadence, it's like you've just added in Blow and hit your inodes, right? Alex, does it matter if plugins are inactive? It's still going to take up space, Alex, until you delete it. And then you have to make sure that even when you've deleted it, it hasn't left like a trace of it and a bit of code inside your WordPress database, because 9 times out of 10 they will do. So you got to watch out for that as well. So Philippi can make me a cheesecake. No, mate, don't say that, everyone. Now you're going to get me really hungry now. I'm going to... yeah, you're going to make me hungry. So far today, I've had a bit of peanuts. I've had my peanut bar. And I've had peanuts, peanut bar. What else have I had? That's it, actually. That's all I've had today. I had my peanuts at midday. I had my peanut bar at 12:30. This is my 3rd bottle of sparkling mineral water with Pepsi Max Soda Stream. Thank you very much. And I know you might say, your 3rd bottle. Believe me, right? I know there is Soda Stream in here. And I know there's chemicals and shit. But it's mainly water. And when I'm having a piss, the water's mainly clear. All right? It's mainly clear. It's not coloured. It's not like tar leaking out my thing, right? It's water. A small live demo possible, Ruben is saying. For what? What, the website I built? What the website I built? Well, I'll show you it. It's over here. It's over here. So here's the website I built. Let me just get it. Let me log out so you can see it. Dun, dun. So here's the website we built. Or the video that I did. The tutorial. So there it is. You know, you got some hover effects in some... Not everywhere. Just on a few I did it. So I didn't want to go crazy with too much stuff. Right, we got call to action. Not a loop grid down here. That takes you into some fake pages. I'll just click it like that. There's our footer. You know, nice little simple. You don't have to go crazy with your quote. It doesn't even have to be full width. You can have white space going all the way around. We've got our blog page over there. We got our shop page over here. The contact page. Here's our contact page. We did that. There's our shop page, and you can grid builder. So if you want to like filter and whatever, it's pretty smart in what it does. We got that. We got our blog page. So if you want to like just go in and look at different blogs and whatever, you can do. Again, grid builder, really, really good. We got our single post template, which is here. We got a sidebar with a subscribe bit over there. We got our... This is a fake post, by the way, right? I know it doesn't look brilliantly nice, but, that's our single post template. And that was the homepage. And we did it different. The hero banner, logo text. Notice there's no logo here. The minute you go to any other page, the logo is there. Have a different header. You got your cart, your checkout, your account page. That's it. Because I don't want to bore you to death, because we got a video for all of this, right? Go and watch the video. That was Elementor Pro. I did it with Elementor Pro, mainly because if you use Elementor, you're limited. Then you have to go and use add-ons, and it defeats the object of where I'm trying to get you to be lean and mean, right? We got to be lean and mean. Eaton Franco, sorry. How you doing? What can I tell my client if I'm late? But, okay, why are you late? And it's okay to be late if you can tell them when it will be ready. So, if the website was meant to be done for today, but I can't do it today, but I can get it to you Thursday, then that's what you say. You say Thursday, okay? You don't say, I'm late, I don't know when I'm going to get it to you. Then the client will be mad. But if you've got a good reason, and you can say it's because I need to do extra, it's because I want to give you the best I can, it's because I'm testing your mobile and your page speed performance to get it better than it is. It's not ready today, but it will be ready Thursday. You got to give them an alternative. You do that and they might be okay. Yeah, Ruben. Come on, Ruben, right? I've been working for 8.5 hours. Yeah, 8.5 hours. So 8.5 hours, 3rd bottle, and this is like about here, right? That's not bad, really. You know, I don't drink tea. I've had peanuts and a protein bar to eat so far. So far since I got up, I don't have breakfast. Okay, I don't do breakfast. Okay, I'm not bothered by it. But since I've been up, and I started working 8 hours and 26 minutes ago, you could say the last hour has been the live chat. Does that class as work? I would say yes, it does. But 8.5 hours ago, I've had my third bottle. That's good going. That's kind of good going, right? Just checking a question. A good burger, 75% lean, 25% mean. Oh, yes, Pixar. I love a good lean burger. RZA, best funnel, multi-step form from Elementor. You could just use Elementor. You could just use the Elementor multi-step. Then again, RZA, does it need to be a multi-step form? Again, if I see a form and it has one question, and then I go to a multi-step and there's another question, and I sometimes go, you could have just given me one form with 4 questions. Why did you have to split it out over 4, click next question? Because the next is an extra click. Yeah? Fill it in, click, fill it in, click, fill it in, click. If it's just 4 or 5 questions, just let me fill them all in and then I click to send. You've given me 4 extra clicks. And sometimes I've started filling stuff in. Get to the second screen, fill it in, get to the third, and I'm like, oh, forget this. There's only 2 more steps to do, but forget it. I'm bored. I'll go somewhere else. I get fed up, because you want to just get it done. Thank you, Ruben. I mean, look, I've already started messing around, okay, with roughly what I'll be building out, okay. So I'll be I've been doing responsive whatever. I'm going to be doing bricks, so just playing around, getting right what I'm going to do, so that when I start doing it, I can hit it hard. Hey Eddie, how are you doing? Great to see you here. Linda, I love watching Imran work and talk. Believe me, Linda, you don't want to watch me work, because when I'm working, right, I'm more effing and blinding and swearing and banging my fist and smacking my head on the table is what I'm doing more of. When I'm talking, it's more like having a rant at the screen and cursing the screen when things don't work. Like when I was doing this, I was messing around with my clamp values down here. You can see the clamp values here. You can see it just there. There's the clamp value there. And when I was doing it here as well, you can see the clamp value there as well and a clamp value there. And here we got a clamp value for the block, and then I was just messing around and I was sticking it here in the min. I forgot, no, don't do that. That's why it's not working for you. So I was like, getting really, really mad at myself about it, but got it sussed now and sorted out. By the way, though, you know the 6-hour video? I've condensed it down into 8 chunks. So starting from Thursday, Friday, then it's Monday, I think it's Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and then I think the following Monday, Tuesday. The 6-hour video is actually coming out in chunks. Just to clarify what I mean by that, so the WooCommerce payment gateway is now a separate video. The rank math is a separate video. The blog post is a separate video. The WordPress settings and page speed is a separate video. The product archive is a separate video. The single product is a separate video. The LMS is a separate video. So that if you don't want to watch the whole thing, or you're confused, like, oh my God, what do I do? If you just want to watch the LMS bit of it, that's now a separate video. If you just want to install and get WooCommerce set up, regardless of the page builder, because that section is just about WooCommerce and the payment gateway, PayPal, Stripe, setting them all up, you can watch that. The rank math is almost nothing to do with Elementor except the bit at the end. But rank math settings, Google Search Console, Google Analytics, GA4, indexing, you know, all of that. You can watch that separate video. So it's about, you got the 6-hour version. Am I proud of it? Yes. Am I disappointed? I'm also disappointed. Why do you think I'm disappointed in my 6 hours? Well, it's nearly 7 hours. It's nearly 7 hours. Why do you think I'm disappointed? So believe it or not, it's been out. It's been out. I don't know. How long has it been out? Hold on. 24, 48. Nearly 60 hours it's been out. Why do you think I'm disappointed? It's been out nearly 60 hours. Why do you think I'm disappointed? Eddie 3.13 is safe. I've got it on a couple of test websites. I've not had a problem with it. SB Photo, I once created a before and after image slider by using Elementor. It was for a photographer. Right, SB Photo, have you seen the... I did a video on that where you don't need to use custom fields or anything like that. I mean, then again, though, what you've done may work, but I have got a video on that. If you want to do a search for image comparison, so the before and after slider, I've got a video on that. Hey, Harish, how you doing? So, don't forget to hit like, but why do you think I am disappointed in my 7-hour video? What do you think is making me feel a little bit downbeat? You'll either understand or you won't understand, or you might go, Imran, get over it, okay? But why do you think I'm not... I'm a little bit, like, dismayed. Why do you think I'm dismayed? Why do you think I'm dismayed? I'm going to give you, like, 30 seconds before I tell you. 30 seconds, go from now, go. Put down in here, why do you think I'm dismayed? So Dave said you were hoping to hit 10,000 likes, right? Why do you think I'm dismayed? You got 20 seconds left. Put down in the comments why you think after the 7-hour video, I'm a little bit... Which is why I was hesitant on doing a bricks version. But I will now do it because so many have asked for it. But why do you think I'm a little bit disappointed? So I'm going to tell you now. Dave and Linda are kind of... Yeah, Maddie, I've got to look at yours tonight, okay? You sent an email. I do need to look at that. So Linda and Dave are kind of right. Now, when I put out videos, I don't just do it to get views. I think you know that by now. I put stuff out that is going to be good for you. I have to be honest, though, that when you invest 62 hours of your life and everything else you're doing just piles up in the background, okay? And 62 hours, right? Recording, editing, timestamping, blending together, all of that. 62 hours worth of effort. And that is accurate, by the way, 62 hours. It's actually rounded down. And you only have 4,000 views. It is a little bit disappointing. Right, it is disappointing. I'm not saying I was expecting 50,000 views. However, there are some videos out there that tell you how to build a website that some people have released in the last 3 or 4 weeks and they hit 100,000 views with no problemo. And when you watch them and you skip through them, they don't cover... They feel to me like click here, click there, click here, click there, do this, do that, blah. There's no theory, there's no understanding, there's no good practice, there's no web accessibility. So, I'm hoping it... I mean, I've got a feeling it will start to get more and more views over time. More people will come across it. More people will watch it. Hopefully like it. Hopefully share it. You know, the more people that share it, the more higher chance it's got a coverage. But when you've put 62 hours, right, And it was over a period of 13 days. It was 62 hours over 13 days. That's what I got to look at. Yeah, I mean, it might be Philippe. It might be the title. I mean, I might revisit it and change the title. So I've got to have a think about what do I need to do. Yeah. So don't worry. Yeah. I mean, by the way, I'm still going to do the bricks version. It doesn't stop me doing that. It's just I got to make time to kind of do it. I've tested Elementor's AI, Alex, and so far it's pretty good. Actually, no, I lie. It's pretty good when you know what you're looking for. If you don't know what you're looking for, then it will it might give you an answer that you trust, but it's not actually the right answer. So it's not great at, like, you can't say to it, tell me more. Do you know what I mean? You have to copy and paste the prompt and what it gave you before back in. You can say it, you can tell it to lengthen or shorten or redo it in a certain tone of voice. But you can't say, give me a headline. Now give me an article. Now condense it into bullet points. Now do this. It's not good at that. When it comes to doing code, it's okay if it's not a complex bit of code. Like, I asked it, I knew what the code was. And I asked it to give me it, and it got it wrong. I could tell straight away that's not going to work. And then I asked again, and it got it wrong. And I literally had to almost give it the answer in my question, and then it got it. With one little error that I knew what the correction was, I corrected it and it worked. So is Elemental AI really, really good? I think yes, it's okay if you know what you're expecting. Because otherwise, you're going to stick in a bit of code and it's going to bugger up your website or your page. You know? So, it's one of those things. So Philip says I should rename it to Full WordPress Elemental Course. Not a bad idea, actually. Do you know what, Philippe? I'm going to do it. I'm not really going to do it, but I will do it. I might do something like that. Full WordPress Elemental Course. I quite like that. Yeah. Eddie is right as well. I do keep my eyes open for new content by people I've not subscribed to. It's just, for me, a little bit annoying that some people can put out a video and they will get 2,000 hits in the first half hour. And it's literally like, I'll tell you what it reminds me of. It's one of those situations where Justin Bieber could put out a song, and before you've even heard it, people go and download it or bought it. You know, in the old days where you'd go and buy a tape or a CD. In the old days, take that. That people would go and buy it before they've even heard the song. Do you remember the old days where you used to buy CDs and tapes? People would line up and buy the song before they even know what the song was, whether they liked it or not. No one's heard it, but I'm going to go buy it. And I don't want people to watch my videos because, it's Imran's got a new... No, if the content or the subject matter is right, then please watch it, like it, share it, let people know about it. But I have to be honest, I was expecting like loads more. I thought, we'll easily get 20,000 by Monday. But hey, look, there's still time, right? There's still time for it to grow and all of that. I am getting bombarded with emails today. I'm getting bombarded by emails. I'm trying to build my own pop-up. So something I am going to have to start letting people know, and I might have to do a video for this, right, is that I get harassed a lot on email by people saying, help me do this, help me do that, help me do this, do that. How do I solve this? Here's a link. Go look at this page. You know, help me sort this problem out. And I am going to now have to probably do a video just to say, unless if any questions you put in the Facebook Web Squadron group, you don't tag me. I'm also getting a bit fed up of people tagging me as well, because it's like, the group is here for everyone. Don't go tagging me unless it's specifically something I've said or done, or you need to alert me to something. But I'm now saying to people, unless you pay for a one-to-one consultation, I'm not going to spend time reading the email. In fact, today I've deleted 12 emails. This is going to sound really harsh. 12 people today already I've deleted. I do keep a tally as well. I like to go, right, how many did I get today? 12 I've deleted. I have, and to some of them, I've literally gone back and gone, you got to hire me. Because loads of them don't bother. They go, no, we're not going to do that. So they never had any intention of ever booking me, but they want me to solve their big problem. And some of them, I don't even bother replying. I just delete. Because I've made it kind of clear in many places that we have a consultancy one-to-one. In fact, on nearly all of our YouTube videos now, in the description, it's right at the top of the video description. So I get hammered. I get hammered a lot with direct messages, being tagged in the Web Squadron group, in the Elemental Facebook group, a lot, and then emails. And it's like, I'm not paid to be support desk. This is me being brutally honest now. I'm not paid to be support desk, right? I'm not making any earnings off it. But you will not believe how many times I lose half an hour a day per person. Oh, what's the problem? Oh, I'll go and test it out. Oh, I'll rebuild it. Oh, was it this? Was it that? What does ChatGPT say? Let's try out a code snippet. And I'm going, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I giving away 4 to 5 hours of my day every day for free? Because I already do spend time on videos and all of that. Why do all of that? Hey, hi, Satonic, how you doing? Eddie, I also get curious when people recommend a YouTube channel, like how I found. I remember a female comment that Imran's got great. Do you know what, Eddie? Sometimes those comments make me laugh. They make me laugh. I mean, I am suspicious of some of the comments that you get in Bricks, where a lot of them do promote some people, because they also happen to be part of a clique, a certain clique of a group. You know, so, you know, yeah. Yeah, well, to be honest, Michael, it's going to come out as a 8-part series. So the 8-part series is, I think, one of them's 30 minutes, one is 20 minutes, one is 40 minutes, one is 35 minutes, and then one is 15 minutes. They come out in much smaller chunks. They're slightly more condensed, but it's the same stuff, just condensed out. And hopefully people watch the big one, and we have people who watch the smaller one. And also at the same time, if anyone wants help on WooCommerce, Payment Gateway, PayPal, Stripe setup, they'll find that. If they want help on Google Search Console and Google Analytics and SEO keywords, they'll find a video for that as well. Whereas the bigger video, it says SEO, but it doesn't mention Google Analytics and Google Search Console, GA4 in the title. So it might help people feel a little bit better. There's such a lot of not... Yeah, I know, Philippe. I know. My problem all my life has been helping. All my life, okay? All my life, I'm forever helping. I used to do it in the NHS a lot. And I can tell you now, a lot of people took advantage of that. And when they're done with you, they just kick you to the curb. They don't want to know you. Once you've done what you want for them, they don't care. You know, and I've been there, okay? I've been there many, many times. Isotonic, trying to have a floating cart icon in Elementor doesn't want to work when clicked on it as I've positioned. Was searching. So you got a floating cart icon in Elementor, but it doesn't work when clicked on as I've positioned as fixed to the top of the menu. So Isotonic, my question to you is, why is it fixed? Why have you done it as a fixed? Could you not add it into us? Okay, look, here's an idea, okay? Could you stick it in a header, transparent header, give it a Z index or something, and get that to be a sticky header, and then position that, maybe? Technically, it should still work, though. Technically, it should still work. Should we try it? Should we try it while we're here really quickly? Even though I've just said I hate helping people out when they're not paying for my time. Should we try it out while we're here? Should we try it out? Let's go and have a look then at this page. So I'm going to open up a page. In fact, the page I'm going to go to is... here we go. Let's go over to pages. Let's go to pages. Let's go over to the hiking page over here. So this is the actual website we built. Let's go to edit header. It's a vertical header. Okay, yes. Let's go here. Let's make this be a... where are we? Let's make it be a fixed. Let's just put it over here, right? Let's just pop it there, right? Let's just pop it there. Okay, let's hit update. Let's now preview the page. There you go. Look, mine's a bit messed up there because obviously I'm logged in, okay. But that's working for me. That's working for me. So, I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of your problem. I'm not sure of what's going on there. Because you said you got a floating cart icon. Doesn't work when clicked on. That sounds to me like you might have a Z-index issue. I think you've got a Z-index issue. Go and give it a Z-index of 9999999999999. Go and do a higher Z-index. Go try that. Yeah, mini meow. Mini meow. How are you doing? In Elemental pop-up, Ruben, when you set margin around 4 corners, it literally moves on right margin. What? Ruben, you're going to have to post that in the Web Squadron Facebook group. I don't quite understand that. When you set margin around 4 corners, it literally moves on right. You might need to post that one in the web. It's already at 999. Can you email a link? So, Isotonic, you've got 2 minutes. Email me a link to that page right now. Get your finger out your belly button and email me right now, right? Get your finger out, blow off the fluff, and send me that thing now. Dave makes a good point, actually, because the thing about pop-ups is it is more about the padding. Dave does make a good point there, actually, if that's kind of what you were getting at, really. So, look, you got 2 minutes, right? If you email me in the next 2 minutes, I will have a look at it. But you've got 2 minutes. Yeah, Isotonic. So you save it, send it, quick. I'm literally deleting emails right now. So you got 2 minutes. Or you're going to fall into the deleted crowd and then I'll jump off and I'll be gone. I'll be gone. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Look, I get people who go, hey, we want to collaborate with you. We want to collaborate with you. Would you be willing to do a video for us? Yeah, you got to pay for it. We don't have a budget for that. Okay, here's the cost. Yeah, but you only have 20,000 subscribers and your videos don't get loads of hits. Oh, you're not worth it. What, you thought I was just going to do a video for free? Yeah, cheers, Darren. You've got your thing now. So, right, let's have a look at this, everybody. luckily, there's no... right, okay, I mean, this is quite... I mean, I've got to say, this is quite funky, isn't it? Isotonic, this is quite... Wow. Look at this. I say. So are you talking about this icon? So what's going on here? Let me just check. Is everything else clickable? Yeah, that's clickable. So what are we got going on here? Don't worry, Linda. You don't always ask for collaborations. So you're okay. No, Eddie, you don't have the 2-minute warning, but I will give it very shortly. So what have we got here? Let's inspect that. So we got the toggle button there. What's going on here? I wonder why it's not working. What's going on here? You got, yeah, you have got Z-index. There you go. Your Z-index is you got nothing else. I'm just increasing your Z-index, all right, just for the friggin' sake of it. Something here is stopping it here. Have you got any aggregation of JavaScript enabled? Have you got any JavaScript? So can you go, for now, isotonic, can you please deactivate your... Can you deactivate? Okay, it works in... Yeah, so basically, right... By you telling me it works in your... I mean, look, can you see over here? Can you see this here? 15. Can you see over here? Look. Look at this. Look at this, I say. This is scary stuff. Achtung, baby, Achtung. Look, can you go and deactivate? I reckon you've got Elementor. I reckon you've got one of their features enabled. So can you go and deactivate the Elementor optimization settings? I think it's which one is it again? I can't remember. It's one of these. Hold on, I'll show you. It's you've probably got Elementor settings. Let me show you. You've probably got this one enabled. You see this one here, improved asset loading. Turn that to default or inactive, right? Or default, right? Take that one off. In fact, deactivate all of these, right? Or accessibility, improve, deactivate all of them, but I bet it's this one here. Improved asset loading. Because that one can be a pain in the ass sometimes with JavaScript. Also, double check that you're not... I mean, I don't know if you're using FastPress or not, but go and watch my video for the settings. But remember, for FastPress, okay, make sure this is switched off. You see this one here? Make sure that is switched off, okay? And do not load scripts and sync... Oh, sorry, you can't see it, can you? My face is in the way. Boop. Make sure that is switched off there. And make sure that is switched off there. So go away and do all of that. But I bet it's the improved asset loading one. Because if it works in your editor, but not in your preview, that is a big sign that your JavaScript is mucking you up. It's mucking you up. Okay, everyone. I'm going to give you now a 1 minute warning. You don't get 2 minutes. You get 1 minute here. Yeah, absolutely. Improve usually is doing the opposite. Very good point, Mini Meow. So, isotonic. Double check your Elementor features. I'm guessing you are using Elementor, aren't you? Are you using Elementor? What are we using here? Yes, you're on Elementor, right? But look, I mean, straight away, right? You know, straight away, if we go over here to inspect, look at these. See here? Look at this. Right, this is not good. Look at all this. So this says to me you've got some, yeah. I mean, look, you need to go and speak to your host provider for that. But make sure you are not aggregating or combining NEJS, JavaScript. When you aggregate or combine JavaScript, there is a high chance you are gonna something in your website. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna shoot off now. Loved having you here. We have now been live for a very long time today. Let me check how long we've been live today. By the way, don't forget to hit like if you've not hit like already. I will be back tomorrow. 1 hour 44 minutes. 1 hour 44. 1 hour 45 nearly. Okay, everyone, I'm going to say goodbye. Take care. Thank you, Eddie, for your 30-second warning. See you all soon. Take care. Bye.